Hey, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha. So I want to talk about a really, really good webtoon that I finished about a year and a half ago, maybe longer. I terrible with time. I can't really tell, but it was a while ago. I read it. You can read it, and pay for it, and show support. And I think Lenzin. Um, I think manga readers should know it's called Lezin. So Lezhin, and it's just really really good. I paid for it. It was one of the few webtoons or mangas I felt like I need to pay for. You know what I'm saying? I think all of it, most of it should be free. Or well, the start few chapters should be free. I'll put the link of the manga or the webtoon on the bio. It's definitely worth paying for. It's just really really good. Um, so it's basically two people that consider themselves best friends, but others seem to think that they're kind of dating. It's actually very similar to Cacao 79%, and one of the reasons I'm reading Cacao 79% is because I read this and I loved it, and I was looking for something kind of similar. Um, but there's something about the relationship that's a little hard to describe, and I suppose you're kind of wondering, like, will they stay friends, will they not be friends, is it, and I'm not going to really let you know, guys, what genre it is, if it's, one of those sad endings or happy endings. I don't want to give any hints or spoilers. But it's a very interesting one. The relationship fluctuates very well. It's not stagnant. The changes kind of like they make sense. A lot of mangas or webtoons, the changes happen, and you're just thinking, this is so stupid. This would never happen. This is ridiculous. But this one kind of really shows that okay, it adds up. Like you're like, damn, it makes sense. Like if I was in that situation, I might possibly make the same decision. And that's what makes it really really good. You can also kind of understand each of the feelings really really well, and you kind of start to wonder even sometimes, like, yo, like, is does she like him or does he like her? But if they do like each other, is it because the friendship and they're just confusing it with a relationship, or is it, what I'm saying, like, the way if you're around somebody for a very long time, you might confuse liking somebody as a friend or as a person as romantic. So there's a good conflict there. It's a very mature webtoon. It's not really like young kid orientated. It's like I would say 13 plus would probably appreciate it much more. Just because of the topics it gets into, how it goes about relationships. It's very mature. It's very good. Definitely one of my favorites webtoons that I've ever read, especially romance. And I'm a huge fan of romance webtoons. So you know, uh, and the difference is very very interesting as well. It's kind of like they're different, but it's not like stupidly different. You know what I'm saying? But it's just really really good. Honestly, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this stage. But Lee Ug is the writer and the author, and he does a phenomenal job in creating the story. Now I hope there was a live actions at some point, but I don't know what just happened, but but there might never be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I suppose that's really all I had to say about it. I feel like recommending stuff without spoiling it makes a video like super short. I'm trying to make like 4 or 5 minute videos, but it's gonna be hard if I'm recommending stuff without trying to spoil it too much. So maybe I should give a little bit of a synopsis. So they were friends since like secondary school, maybe before that. Memory is a little bit hazy. I read this a year and a half ago, or longer. But in they're now in university and they go to the same university, and it's interesting because obviously in university it's harder to kind of people don't really confuse stuff like that as they would in the younger years. You know what I'm saying? But obviously there's still a bit of confusion because they're always around each other and stuff like that. But what makes this one good, this webtoon specifically good, is that they kind of matured a bit and they're not always together as often as they were. And she has her own group of friends, he has his own group of friends, and she dates people and he dates people. So what I'm saying, it's not like, oh, neither of them are dating anyone, so they don't really have a reason to not at least try or whatever. But there's really good reason for them to not even try to date each other because it could ruin the friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's real concerns, man, and it's such a really good manga or webtoon, and you should definitely check it out, man. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. And if you get a chance, I would highly recommend. Just look at the picture. Just look at the picture. That alone should make you want to read it. And I feel like Asians or Koreans especially have like, oh, in Japanese as well, have this thing about a red string that connects people together. If you watched Your Name, it has a similar thing. I might actually recommend that next as well, because that's probably my top 3 favorite movies of all time. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, feel free to read it. Something About Us, unbelievable. It's finished as well, so you can binge read it all the way from start to finish. And it's been your boy Supreme Uchiha. Let me turn my sharing on off. I'm out. Bang.